In corrosion testing, the working electrode is a sample of the corroding metal. The working electrode can be bare metal or coated and it referred as either cathodic or anodic. Originally the carbon paste electrode was developed, but this was soon replaced by more convenient and stable carbon-based working electrodes, including those made from glassy carbon, pyrolytic carbon and porous graphite. But carbon paste electrode still has its own benefits, hence today we are going to see how to prepare a reusable carbon paste electrode from scratch using graphite powder. Before we get into the preparation, let's see what materials and equipment that we require to prepare this carbon paste electrode. To prepare this carbon paste electrode we should also prepare a holder for it to be reusable. So, the materials needed for the carbon paste electrode holder is white dendron tube, copper rod, and O-ring under their specific specification and purpose shown here. Next, the materials needed for the carbon paste electrode itself are graphite powder, mineral oil, pestle, and mortar. Now, let's first see the step-by-step method of preparing the carbon paste electrode holder. The first step is to cut the delrin and copper materials to length. Delrin is cut to 57.15 mm long and the copper rod to 76.20 mm long. As the copper rod will be slightly wider than the inner diameter of the delrin tube, the next step was to machine some material from the inside of the tube to make it wide enough for the copper tube. The whole tube is not drilled as material on one end need to be left for tapping. It was drilled approximately 38 mm using a drill press. Now the copper rod can fit into this end of the tube easily. The final step was to use a tap and die to thread the two materials. Once the holder is ready, now the carbon paste electrode can be prepared by mixing the graphite powder and mineral oil at a ratio of 70-30. The first step to this process is to weigh out 0.7 grams of graphite powder and place it in mortar. 0.3 grams of mineral oil or approximately 0.35 milliliters was added and mixed for at least 5 minutes to make the paste. Next, using a small plastic spatula, the paste is transferred to the holder. The copper rod should already be inserted into the tube. Once filled, the end is held against a piece of paper and the copper tube is turned until the paste is compressed. The final step is to scrape off any excess material and polish against a piece of paper. The carbon paste electrode is now ready to use. That was the whole preparation process of a reusable carbon electrode paste. Before we end the video, let's see some key benefits of a carbon electrode paste. The benefits are easy removal of electrode surface layer, low background current, low ohmic resistance, and wide potential range while testing. It is a simple design and finally it has a very low cost. Thank you for watching our video.